Hi, Steve. Good to see you today. How are you?
I'm good, Barrett. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to Coaching in
Good.
Life. Steve and I today are talking about engagement. Isn't it? Are we going to call it engagement?
Yes. I think engagement would be it.
Yeah, so I think that one of the things, engagement in your relationship, engagement at work, engagement in your business, wherever we are, engagement means everything. So what does engagement mean to you, Steve?
Engagement does mean a lot to me, but it means in life and in your career, it's all about making sure that you're happy, making sure that you're communicating effectively, making sure that your needs are met and the person on the other side's needs are met as well. And
Mhm.
so with that, it's basically talking about finding out kind of what is going to be the best practice and kind of like how are you going to get your needs met? How are you going to work with the other individual? And sometimes it's a group, but engagement, it's all about working together and collaborating, but it's much more than just communicating. It's at a deeper level, in my opinion. And it's, some people talk about a win-win scenario. That would be one way to look at engagement. It's communicating effectively and following different things in that nature.
I think definitely to me that engagement is very important because engagement is where uh, when you start asking questions and the questions that you ask lead, open doors, close those doors. But I also think that that's where we can practice and improve even further, take things to higher levels, in say how we see it. Doesn't have to be that we're right and wrong. I think that the attitude right now, especially in corporate, is a lot, I am right, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong. And management is always right, but they're not delivering the results. And in the beginning they will have active employees saying, I see this, I see this, I see this, and they're then shut off and shut back. So how do they get back? I actually like your idea about going to the library. I think that that was a good idea. How to get knowledge to changes, input from different people.
Yeah, and I think you raise a good point, like, right, like giving back. And, we discussed that it's like coaching in life. We have a certain and a variety of coaches that can help you wherever you're at, whether you're stuck, you want to get unstuck, whether you want to challenge yourself, push yourself. But when you think about it, I would say libraries are a little bit underutilized in today's world with the internet and then Googles and things. But if you think of a library, everybody knows what a library is, and they know that it's full of knowledge. And to me, that's kind of what coaching in life is. We have all these knowledgeable coaches, and when you come into a library, you have a library card. You are a member, much like coaching in life. And you walk in and you walk down the different aisles, and each aisle has a specific purpose, specific meaning. And there's all these different books for all these different authors. And that sort of symbolizes all the knowledge that we have as a coach. We have all these different life experiences, and you as the mentee, you have different life experiences, but we need to share that. So you need to pull that book off the shelf. You need to open it up. You need to read, and you need to soak in that knowledge. For us, coaching in life is you have to ask us the question. We'll give you the knowledge, and we'll work together with you collaboratively. The other way that I look at coaching in life and what we do from a coaching perspective and how we can benefit you is, we do have a membership fee. We want you to be part of this consortium of coaches that we have. We want you to be able to utilize it at your leisure, at your will, when you see fit. And sometimes, people might not want to pay the membership. They think of us like insurance. Nobody really wants insurance on their car, insurance on their house, whether it's flood or whether it's earthquake insurance for some of us that are in California. But the reality of it is we all know that we need it, because that one day when Mother Nature strikes or disaster happens, you want to be able to rely on someone. Well, coaching in life is just like that. We're an insurance policy for you, whether it's being a career coach, a business coach, a life coach, a love coach, whatever. We're that insurance policy that you have the membership. And the reality of it is every week you probably have a struggle. And every month you might have a really big challenge or a really big hurdle to overcome. We are that coaching consortium on the backside that's going to help you through that, whatever that may be, because again, we're like the library. We have all this wealth of knowledge and all these different coaches that we have the advice to help you. And you're not paying every time you want to call us or talk to us. You're paying a flat membership fee for that insurance policy that when you want to make a career change, when you have a relationship issue, when you want to engage deeper with your employees or your loved ones, we're here to help you through that.
I actually think that most changes and improvements, they start when people start asking. You ask to find out what it is that you know, where are we today? What's going on? And I think that one of the things, you hear me poorly? Can you hear me now? You hear me?
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So one of the things that I think that we're struggling with is that also the dare to ask, and that's actually what I hope that people will discover when they come to Coaching in Life, that there are no questions you can't ask. And I mean, from my own, I have tried working, and asking questions and been shut off and even fired because of it. So I think that asking is today dairy, and that's also why I like Coaching in Life. You don't have to ask at work. You can use your time at work discovering with yourself what can you do so you don't lose your engagement, because at the end of the day, engagement is all about yourself. So that's my, where do you want to go? Don't let what is happening at work give you a bad attitude. Make it, learn from it, do what it takes. Are you okay? Are you okay? I have no sound. Okay.
I do now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Is that because are there
Yeah.
are there noise? You're not alone.
No, I know.
So
Yep.
I think for the listeners, I think that engagement is the most powerful thing that there is. What are we going to talk about next week?
Well, I think, we can dive a little bit deeper when it comes to engagement. And I always try to put a little spin on it. Like we talked about the library. I always talk about building bridges and not walls, meaning how do you really gauge your leaders, and whose responsibility is it? Where does that fall?
Yeah.
And is it done through email? Is it done like one-on-one meetings? And how do you build that bridge? What does that gap look like? But mainly, whose responsibility does it fall on? So I think we have to take this one more week and dive even a little bit deeper into the engagement and really talk about it from an employee standpoint.
Yes.
And also from an employer standpoint.
Yes.
And see, where do we both fit in? Like, where's the engagement lie? And how do we get sort of across that bridge?
Yes.
How do we get there? So I think we need to take it another week.
Yes, I agree. I thank you for coming, and listeners, if you are listening to Steve and I, send us any questions regarding employees, business, anything within Coaching in Life that you think could be an interesting question to get an answer on. We're here for you. Thank you for joining today, Steve. Thank you for being part of Coaching in Life. Talk to you next week. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye now.